Monday morning, complete bedhead. The hay crew are back. This is them coming in last night. I think I can hear a tractor back. It's the Valtra leading, followed by the baler. Followed by the shaker raker. The baling crew are back. Not bad, it's only 9:15. Are you even farming unless you're multitasking?
I think I know where that beacon went as well.
Where? Alder Lane?
No. I went to Wim Truck Stop on Friday.
So you lost it in the...
I think somebody nicked it.
Well, I don't think so, because it was folded backwards. Yeah, so was that beacon stolen or wasn't it? It was pointing backwards though. It's as if it had been hit a branch, and I think if you're going to nick it, you'd have climbed up the steps of the tractor and pulled it forwards, but we don't know. Anyway, back to today. This is getting a little bit of surgery. The one that was falling to bits the other day, one that lives at the other yard. Now off to Bill and Joe's to pick the combine up and see what they've been up to, sorting out the machine for sowing their OSR. They've finished the grange now with the seeder on the back, and then Andrew Guest has supplied 2 Accord harrows to bolt on, so buckwheat out the front, hopper and the different seeds that they're going to put companion crops. OSR down here behind the legs, depackers it down, then these will just rake it in. So that's ready for drilling OSR. Gordon's got the header. I'm just leaving Bill and Joe's now. Back to Water Lane to cut some barley. New teeth. The javelin.
Who said I should have hit it with my purse?
We're just putting some new tires on, but they're not the right ones, so we're just spacering them out. And Rob's welded all that up there where it just disintegrated. This box arrived, and it was this box, and then it is that box, and then inside that is this. It's basically a huge power supply. So you charge it up, and you can run stuff on it. So hopefully I can use my Starlink anywhere, even if you've not got 12 volt from a car. So I'm going to charge it up now, and we'll see how long it lasts. It's clever though, isn't it? So it's charging now at 80 watts an hour. This Valtra's been left in the sun and it's red hot. We're going to take this load of OSR, a load of hay up to Wellbrook, and we're going to tip it off. Morgan's just getting some bales into them 2 bays, topping them up, and the rest's going to go in that bay. Just move some of Ian's old tyres out of it. You know, yard jobs seem to take a lot longer than you'd think. Like, you know how many long it takes to bale so many acres, mow so many acres, but for some reason, when we come to do yard work, it always takes longer than we think. There's always something that needs moving, or a telehandler in the wrong place, or X, Y, Z. Tony's made this for one of the dog fields, doesn't it? Mint. Right, John's got the Merlot. We've been messing around with hay. Next stop, cut a field of barley that's full of thistles, because I've been sick of looking at it. We should have written it off and started again, but hopefully where it's good's good and where it's bad is rubbish. Yeah, this was proper flooded and patchy, so we patched some up with spring. It's got patches of thistles in it. I can't wait to mow them out so we don't have to look at them all year. So it's flooded here as well. The thistles look far worse than they actually are. When I finish the field and you see the golden rows of straw, you'll know what I mean. Finally mowed off. Oh, there's Danny cutting. Danny's on the wheat now as well. Mowed off, bits of thistle, awful. But I think it did 2 tons, which isn't bad. Probably better than spring barley, but look at that, nice golden straw. Fantastic. I've had to look at it looking rubbish since October, but if we'd sprayed it off and started again in the spring, they've had to yield 3 tonnes to pay for the extra seed and labour to do it again. So yeah, 2 tonnes not bad, to be honest, considering how it looked. Anyway, hit the reset now, roll on 2025. So that where it's going flat, the pigeons have been on it, and then see over there it's a bit green. We patched up with spring stuff. Out in the tram line you can see it's a bit green as well on there, but once we get over that way a little bit we should be okay. Should be all winter then. Right, what's the baby hare called? There's one there. Name the song. It is a good looking tractor, that, isn't it? Bit of dust as well coming off the barley, that's what we like. 13.1 it reckons. Not really sure whether it was. Some of it wasn't with the spring stuff mixed in. The field has looked the best it's looked for 12 months again. This one. Sorry, I'm swinging the camera probably a little bit quick because I keep needing to look at the auger. But this field has looked patchy and awful again for ages, and now it's levelled off stubble with nice bright barley straw on it. Now I've pulled into another field of winter barley that's been patched up as well, and then next to it is some spring barley that's miles off being ready. But once I get over the brow of this hill, it's all winter barley. So this little bit here that looks a bit green can blend in. It's all going through the dryer, but at least we're cutting it all in one block then. Apart from that 5 acres there. But if we didn't, we've got some real ripe stuff there that'll be on the floor and the pigeons will have before we come back to it. So that's why I'm doing it in one go. This field, all winter barley now. We've got from the end where it's patched up. It used to be 3 fields, but now it's only 1. You can see everywhere the tractor's driven with the drill on, and it's come wet and just not survived. I don't know if you can see there you go. That is a truck waiting, well, it's been tipped and it's waiting to leave in the morning. Just mooching through this now, munching through it. So we've had 5 loads of OSR get delivered today to go into the shed. All of them arrived after 5 o'clock, so Ian's been basically ready all day for the intake. Put it in the shed, sample it, check it's right, push it up, blah 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 blah. Loads of loads booked in, none of them turned up. 4 o'clock, phone starts ringing. On our way, what time can we tip? What time can we tip? Anyway, Ian stayed later than normal to tip them all, because otherwise in the morning there'd just be a queue of them all the way down the yard, and you're trying to get him in and out, and then that's when you end up flapping and not pushing up his eye and stuff. So he's just worked through them tonight and got all them done. So I'm just going around the bend now, the hill onto this field which is called the Shackles. Used to be a division here. This is the one that we've patched up. No idea why it's called the Shackles, it's just been called that for years. But yeah, when I get onto the long runs now, we finish the headland, there'll just be little bits of patched up stuff that will blend in with the good stuff I was just cutting. I'm just pulling alongside now. So because we're straddling the swath and we've split it, his wheels are going down the middle of the 2 rows, which is working well. So what we're doing is, with this button here and the trigger there, we're putting that to -4. That angles that black spout on the ending, so when the grain drops out, it drops nicely into the trailer, because he's that little bit closer than he'd normally be, about 18 inches perhaps. Morgan's knocked off for the night. He's actually gone home on the rake because he's going to rake some grass up at home with it. Rob and Oscar, I can't see them yet, but they have been baling the rest of the hay that they never got done last night, and Oscar's been hooking the bales up into piles. They're now on the way back from Lim, and then Rob's going to go and finish that field of OSR straw and drop Oscar off at home because it's by his house. I'm just going to the tank. we should get this field finished tonight. It's not that big. We might end up cutting a little bit in the dark, but it doesn't matter because NFU want to come and film some videos about harvest for the Your Harvest campaign, and they're keen to get something a little bit different to last year. They came last year filming, I don't know what we were cutting last year. I think it was barley. So they're going to try and film some in the dark as well. So that would be pretty cool if we're still going in the dark, which we probably will be. Yeah, the sun's already starting to go down. It is fairly amazing how that spring barley is caught up with that winter barley next to it. I know it's still a little bit green, and if it wasn't for the fact we got an efficient dryer running on wood chip, it probably wouldn't add up to cutting this green. But at least it's another field cleared. We can get the next crop in, which is an SFI bird mix. But yeah, that's winter barley and that's spring barley, and if we'd have not patched it up, we'd have just ended up with total bare patches here, which would probably be full of weeds now. So at least the spring barley stopped the weeds coming through. Anyway, John's just took a load out of the tank now. It's that time of year when everyone's sending me outro pictures, and there's some really good ones today, so I'll put it at the end. If you've got a really good picture that you want me to use at the end of the video, send it on Instagram, that's the best way, and then I'll save it and then I'll just use them when I get a chance. Oh yeah, don't forget as well, limited edition hoodies, still a few left, the black and red ones, all numbered up to 7 to 8. What should we auction off? There's obviously, sorry, I'm just getting to the end of the field. We've obviously got number 7 to 8 was the prototype. That's what I've got and been wearing. But we're going to make 2 7 to 8s, I think, because we've got 2 7 to 8 tractors. So should we auction off 7 to 8 for charity? What do you think? Can you see 2 lines there? That's where the combine drove last year and the drill. So the compaction and the wet weather has affected the yield. In fact, you can see it even more so on this pass here, which is where the land gets a bit heavier, so we'll have to do some loosening here to get rid of the compaction. Never seen that before. It's like a rainbow in the sky, but like not a rainbow. There's the sun, and then there's like strange rainbowy thing. Not a lot left now. I'm actually just parked up a second. This is another pair batch because they want to do some film in the dark. Well, I don't want to keep going and end up with nothing left to cut. It's actually getting even brighter. Can you guess which field had sunflowers in last year? Just walking in to meet them from NFU. It's nearly finished the field. Perfect time from doing videos. Call it golden hour, don't they, when the sun's low in the sky like this. See, the first thing in the morning or last thing at night. So just parked up for 10 minutes while I wait for him. We can get some videos hopefully now in the nice sun, and then in an hour's time it'll be dark. I can get some pictures and videos in the dark as well. The sun hasn't gone down yet. We just filmed a little bit talking about barley. Freya's here, Sophie's here, John's here now. We're going to empty it and get some B-roll for tomorrow, and we're going to film a little bit in the cab. Right, we've been filming. We've been waiting now for it to go dark because we want to film something in the dark. So we're having a kebab. They've never had a kebab before that fell out the tub. Well, you're just looking confused trying to eat it. Yeah. So yesterday I was talking about the air ambulance, and there was so many donations that people just give a donation, some of them over £100, and it's raised over 500 quid in the last 24 hours, so thank you. But first, I'd like to say happy birthday to Matthew Hopley and Rory Rees. Now, over here, we've got the big list. Off you go.
Okay, thank you to Harold for donating. Thank you to Paul for donating.
The professionals, honest.
Thank you, Andrew.
This is because you rehearsed it. You should have just read the list. If they haven't rehearsed it, now they're fluffing it.
I'll do the thank you ones. No. Okay. Thank you, Neil.
This isn't going to work. It just passes the phone.
It's anonymous.
Yeah, so we've had a donation off Anonymous. Harold, Paul F, Andrew, Neil, AJ Richmond, thank you. Phil, Keep Dancing Kids, so sorry, no name on it. Another anonymous, but £100 donation, amazing. Michael ATAC is on there. He's said he's not said happy birthday. He said he's left a donation. Oh no, sorry, 60. Kieran Connolly, these are wetting themselves now. Bill Reed and Rosie Reed, happy 30th. Isabel Spiller, 3rd birthday. Brandon Moore, USA, 31. Wow, USA. Winnie Jefferson is 90. Sarah Irons is 9. And Ryan Irons is 4. And this is why you don't rehearse. You do it all in one take.
Happy birthday, guys!
Because if you rehearse stuff, then you start laughing. So yeah, that's why all my videos are shot in one take. Anyway, that is all for today. We're going to finish this food, and then we're going to go out and film in the dark. So you might see it in tomorrow's video, or you might see it on their video on TikTok.
Back British Farming, NFU.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.